Okay. For English, it will be, this week we're going to focus on sentences. So what are we focusing on this week in English? And what is a sentence? Who can say what a sentence is?
It's a complete thought.
What else might tell me about a sentence? What does it include?
Details.
Detail. What else? What kind of parts are a sentence made of? You have what?
Words, nouns, and
I want you to dissect what a sentence is.
that's it.
Dissect it, which means every other part. What does a sentence begin with?
A verb. A verb. I said a verb.
A capital what?
Letter.
And I hope y'all listen to this because from now on, after we get done with this lesson, after we get done with this lesson, we should have journals and your essay questions with incomplete sentences, or start off with lowercase misassignment, or start off or cutting at the who else cut off, and then put commas and periods and punctuation marks. We shouldn't have that problem anymore after this, right? We shouldn't have a sentence fragment, which means you don't complete your what business.
Work.
Complete your what?
Thought.
If you think you're telling me, if you write a sentence saying, I sure wish.
I sure wish that I would.
You try this. I sure wish. That's a what? A sentence fragment. If you say, I sure wish I had some pizza right now. That's a complete thought. Can you imagine somebody coming to you, Mike, and saying, man, I do. I ain't gonna look at them, man. I knew.
Man, I knew.
Simon, yesterday. Kenny, before I.
Do what?
Exactly. So if you don't want if somebody came to me talking like that, I'd be like, okay, you know what? You definitely issues, and I don't want to talk to you. If somebody came to me talking to you like that, what would you do?
I'll go with the doctor.
Exactly.
I'll go with it and be like, I knew.
You probably would.
I knew it.
So, if I have to ask myself when I read your papers with a sentence, okay, what do you mean? What are you talking about? If I had to ask myself that question, then guess what? You did not complete your thought, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you have 4 types of sentences. Hold on here. You have 4 types of sentences, Desmond. You have
Complete.
declarative, or declarative. I'll say declarative. What does a declarative sentence do?
It helps you get money.
Not decorative, declarative. Break this word down for me.
Declarative.
Break it down.
Declare.
What word do you? What you said?
Declare.
Very good, Simon. What word do you tell this?
Declare.
What do you do when you declare something?
Declare war.
You declare war. That's right. What else? Who said you tell it?
Me.
You tell it. It's what you're telling. You're making a what?
Say.
Yeah, very good. You're making a statement. You're making a statement, Des, and I don't know why you're trying to take a book up. Hey, we can probably help you anyway. But you're making a statement. Alright, so in the next couple of weeks, what you're going to do is, are you listening to me? And I'm on page 42.
Interrogative.
Why are you jumping here, Nina? Thank you. What we're going to do in the next part of these next 9 weeks, you're going to have to be able to get up. I'm going to give you a subject or a topic. The topic may be school uniform. When you debate, you have 2 sides. You have the pro side, that's where you shoot along, and you have the con side. Pro is what? For it. The con is what? Against. So I'm gonna give you different subjects. I'll probably use school uniforms. And I had one day I had Simon and Micah debate, or I had Kenny and Devin debate. And what you do, you have to get up here and you stand up here, and the pro side go first. You sit here and tell me why you are for uniforms. I'm for uniforms because it allows us to focus not on our fashion in school, but it allows us to focus completely on our learning. We don't have to worry about having to go and buy and try to outdress somebody. I don't have to worry about anybody talking about me because I did dress different than this person, and blah, blah, blah. And that's the reason I am for this uniform policy. Then some will come back and say, well, I'm against it because we are wearing uniforms that I express my individuality. Wearing uniforms allows, I cannot tell who I am. I can't wear the clothes I like to wear. I can't dress this way. It's not fun. It's this. But as you go into the debate, you have to have valid statements. So you can't say, I believe this. You can say it, but you need statements. You need facts. I need to know why. And to tell me why, you will go into percentage. You will go into statistics. You would say something like, well, 35% of students, if when they're wearing uniforms, they actually fail this. Or 35% of students, when they wear uniforms, they actually pass more. So you're going to have to actually be able to sit there and tell me a complete thought and make me believe what you're telling me. The same thing happens in court. Declarations and making statements. Whenever you have a court or you're having a trial, what do you start with? How do you open a trial?
What happened?
Opening statement. And what happens is, if you notice, you can have a trial. And the most recent trial that was so big was what?
George
Yes, George Zimmerman and Trayvon Martin. You can have a trial, and guess what? These trials, they pick all these jurors, and they bring all these jurors in. When they get them in there, they have to tell them you cannot be biased. So if I'm on jury duty, if they're trying to pick jurors, and they'll call you down once you get 18, your name goes into a jury pool. And they'll go into the jury pool, and they'll randomly pull your names out. And you have to serve jury duty. It's a part of being a United States citizen that you can serve jury duty. Yes, ma'am. Jury duty is when you have to be on a jury. So they may put you on a jury for one day. It may be a simple trial, like somebody hits somebody's car and they're trying to sue them. Or maybe an extremely horrible trial, like Trayvon Martin trial, where they last for weeks at a time. But they pay you, well, not pay, but they feed you, and they put you in hotels and that kind of stuff.
Oh, they pay you?
Well, I know they put you in hotels and feed you and everything. But y'all know where they like to be. Y'all get 18. Or something.
Nah, if I gotta go somewhere for a week.
So we don't want to get started. But when you have an open statement, guess what? You can have somebody who knows the prosecutor does what? What does the prosecutor do? What does the prosecutor do?
The prosecutor tells persecute somebody.
He prosecutes somebody, but what? He's trying to send that person to jail. Whoever the defendant is, he's trying to send that person to jail, because the whole trial is about either you find the person not guilty or guilty. You have a defendant. A prosecutor, I don't care what they believe themselves. They can believe that George Zimmerman is guilty.
Yep.
They can believe he's innocent. But guess what they're going to do? They're going to prosecute him. They go and gather all kinds of facts about why this man is guilty. A defense lawyer can know that man is guilty, but he's going to defend him. No, my client did not do this, because at this time he was not even here. He was over here. No, the evidence states that this did not happen, and blah, 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 blah. But they try to make this jury believe that this person is innocent beyond a reasonable doubt. That's what you're going to be doing when you start doing all these debates. And you can't be up here laughing and playing and all that kind of stuff. You have to be up here like straight saying, no, I'm saying this, and you can actually go back and forth with each other. It's not an argument, it's a debate. So you don't start saying, Devin, shut up, you know you're not that kind of debate. But more like, well, no, why did you say this or you say this? Okay, well, explain this then.
But so they're not going to get mad at you?
But you cannot, no, you can't, well, you should know. Y'all can never stop that. But the thing is, you cannot make a debate until you know how to make a declarative statement or a sentence. And then, what kind of punctuation do you sentence use?
Period. Period. You need mine?
You make this one with it. A period, Rose. A period. Yeah, I get it.
Nope.
All right. And then you have, what's the next one?
Interrogative.
What word do you see in there?
Enter.
Keep going.
Where? Where?
Interrogative.
Interrogative.
What word do you see in there?
Enter.
Keep going.
Rogative. Rogative.
And
Interrogative.
what happens? What happens if the police come and get you and they take you into a room, put a bright light on you, and they saying, "Did you do this? What were you this time?" No, what were you this time?
Interrogate.
Interrogate. That's what you see in that word.
Interrogate. Oh yeah. INTERROGATE. That's not interrogate. Wait. What should we eat? There.
I'm working these.
You don't mind. I got another one.
I'm okay. It's okay. I'm telling you this. I'm telling you. Yeah. And what is the purpose of an interrogative statement or sentence? What's the purpose? What does it do?
Ask a question.
Ask a question.
It asks a question. Does the river lead to the Gulf of Mexico? Question. What river?
What kind of punctuation does it use?
Question mark. Question mark.
Good. What's the next sentence?
Does the river lead to the Gulf of Mexico?
No, what's the next type of sentence?
Imperative. 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 Imperative.
And what's the punctuation?
Period
or
exclamation. Is this a command?
What's the purpose of that?
To give a command or make a request.
Just when I tell you what in the world is the difference between a declarative sentence and an imperative sentence, what in the world is the difference? Both of them use periods. Both of them is saying something. Both of them is telling something. So what is the difference?
The declarative doesn't give a command, but it gives information. And an imperative gives a command, not
Again, I need you to say what you know what you're talking about.
The declarative statement gives information. And the imperative is a command and a request.
Yeah. So basically, the main thing I want you to think about when it comes to the difference between you will stop whatever you're doing.
What?
What you doing? What y'all doing when playing?
No, he's different in the plan. No, wasn't.
When you think about the difference between imperative and declarative, I want you to think about command and giving information. Command and information. Those are the things you need to think about. It sounds simple now when you're going to test on Friday. You can start flipping out and start forgetting what I told you. Make sure you remember that. What's the next one?
Exclamatory. Exclam.
What word do you see in there?
Exclam.
No such thing as exclam.
Exclamatory.
No such thing as exclaiming.
Exclamatory.
Exclaim. Exclaim. Good, Simon. And what's the punctuation?
Exclamation mark.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. It is J. Most Excellent. Did I write it down?
Wait, Ms. Joy, what were you about to say? You said, tell that. Why do you need flashlight?
Okay, so sometimes you'll have two sentences that you can use two different ways. So let's take the first sentence on page 42 where it says, the Mississippi River once had held our nation together. Okay, I'm giving information. Okay? Now I'm going to explain it. The Mississippi River once held our nation together. It sounds crazy, I know. But you can use it two different ways. What does an exclamatory sentence do?
It shows surprise or some feeling.
Good. Good. Surprise. And when y'all come in tomorrow and ask you these questions and quiz, y'all not gonna sit there and say I don't know, right?
Okay.
Cause y'all listening to the plan, right, Michael? Right, Simon. You gonna write? Can y'all make? You need to take that part though when you this evening. But if y'all start right when I'm talking, you're gonna miss something. Okay. Let me get that out of the way. What page are we on? Got a page, well, you know what? Forget that. We're going to go right to page 40.
Page 4? No, page 44.
Go back to page 42. And Simon.
Yes.
It's a book. Start from page 42 and read the page. Well, no. Start on page. Just read the first part on page 42.
A sentence is a group of words that expresses a complete thought.
Thank you, complete thought.
A sentence begins with a capital letter and ends with an end mark.
Say it again. What?
Capital letter.
What does it begin with?
A capital letter.
What does it begin with?
Capital
What does it begin with? Playing, I'm yelling. And what does it end with?
End mark.
What's it end with?
Period.
So I shouldn't see any more sentences that start with lowercase w, right? Because what's going to happen if I keep seeing y'all write this stuff, Desmond.
Me.
Don't keep talking about me. Listen. If I have to keep telling y'all, if I see these journals that y'all keep writing with these incomplete sentences, and all these run-out sentences, I'm going to start counting y'all. Y'all are too old and y'all should know better. If I see y'all writing these sentences anymore with lowercase letters and start these sentences off with lowercase letters, I'm counting it off. Okay? You're going to have to sign.
So I read this.
No.
A fragment is a group of words that do not express a complete thought. The meaning of fragment.
Now I want you to read that again and read like a sentence. Because what happens was you say a fragment is a group of words that does not express a complete thought. The meaning of you stop. That period means what?
Stop.
Stop. Stop. Not pause. Stop.
Are you crying?
I'm done. Desmond. That's all right. No.
A fragment is a group of words that do not express a complete thought. The meaning of fragments may be clear in conversation, but fragments are never used in formal writing. The roar of the river took a steamboat down the river. If you are not sure whether a group of words is a sentence or a fragment, read it aloud to yourself or to a friend. If it confuses you or seems incomplete, it is probably a fragment.
Yeah. Thank you. All right. So, Okay, so let's do this together. Let's do the first check your understanding together.
Okay. Wait.
Okay. It says write the letter that identifies each sentence. Number 1, Micah, what a large steamboat it is. Good. Number 2, Desmond, was Mark Twain born in Mississippi? Good. Number 3, Kennedy. It says write the letter that identifies each group of words. So you have to write whether it's a whole sentence or a phrase, okay? Barges carry cargo. You have a phrase? Okay. You have a subject? Yes, we have, yes. Number 4. Is the longest river in the entire United States, Simon? It is?
What? Pregnant. And subject.
What makes it a pregnant?
Because there's no subject.
There's no subject and it's what? You don't complete the what?
The sentence.
Start. Stop. Good.
Ow.
Okay. Turn the page to page 44 real fast. Mm-hmm. Are you there? Okay. Complete subject and predicate. Every sentence can be divided into 2 parts. What?
No, not that one.
Yeah.
Not that one.
Huh?
Wrong one.
No, this is one too. They don't think. What do they think?
They don't think, though. They're good.
You talking to me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you. What? You talking back to me?
No, I was saying I was talking to you.
You are talking too much. I said you talking too much. You doing it right now.
Don't get down. You. The language.
Oh, you look like let it smell Alright, so every sentence can be divided into 2 parts. One part of the sentence is the complete subject. So put this 2 parts of the sentence. is the complete subject. Simon, read what a complete subject is for me.
A complete subject is all the words that tell who or what the sentence is about. It can be one or more words.
Very good. A complete subject is what? Everybody read together?
It is all the words that tell who or what the sentence is about. It can be one or more words. What? I said one or more words. I'm sorry.
In the sentences below, the complete subjects are in red. Mike, can you read those in red for me?
Every school, newspapers around the city, that.
Good. The second part of a sentence is what? Kennedy.
Complete. Oh. Wow.
Yeah. Page 44.
I'm on 44.
Right at the top.
Can I say?
Go ahead.
The complete predicate is a verb in all the other words that tell what the subject does, has, is, or is not. And this is one of the largest pages have been printed in newspapers in 1,000 years.
So the complete predicate is the verb, and the verb does what?
It is an action.
Action. The verb and all the other words that tell what the subject does, has, is, or is like. In the sentence below, the complete predicates are in blue. Thousands of daily newspapers exist. What's the subject in that sentence?
Where are we?
What's the subject in that sentence?
Oh, it's newspapers. Oh. Newspapers is the subject, right? No.
What's the complete subject?
Thousands of daily papers.
Yeah. So what's the predicate again?
Exist.
The New York Times is one of the largest papers. What's the predicate?
It's one of the largest papers.
And what's the subject?
The New York Times.
People have been printing newspapers for 1,200 years. What's the subject?
People.
And what's the predicate?
Have been printing newspapers for 1,000 years.
Are we good?
Yes. Yes.
Y'all understand everything?
Yes.
Stop me if you don't. If you don't, I need to know. What do you mean you don't understand?
No.
Nice and high. So everybody good with it so far?
Good.
Strategy. Some people have trouble. Are you listening to this? What you're going to have trouble with when you hit your test. You ask me questions, you're going to know this, okay? Some people have trouble recognizing these forms to be as verbs. Am, is, are, was, and were. When you see any one of these verbs in a sentence, it is often the first word in the complete predicate. Write the letter of the complete subject in each sentence. Are you ready, Miss Micah?
Yes.
Number 1. Newspapers are often very busy places.
Wait. Newsroom?
Good. Well, I think,
Wait, you can do that?
okay, who said newsroom?
Me.
Very good, that's right. I didn't see that which way right there. Oh, but yeah, it wasn't like you next, Micah, ready? But then you're ahead of time, okay? Might be ready. There's 0 there. Many large newspapers employ foreign correspondents. What's the subject?
Oh, subject A. Newspaper.
That's a complete subject.
Wait, no. Many large newspapers.
Good. Number 3, Kennedy. Write the letter of the complete predicate in each sentence. Number 3. Many novelists start their careers as journalists. What's the complete predicate? Complete predicate? Kind of like that group. I'm doing it. Good. Simon, number 4. Newspapers provide both facts and opinions. What's the complete predicate?
It is provides both facts and opinions.
Very good. Very good. Turn me to page 46.
There's a short one.
So, are you on page 46 with me?
Yes.
The complete subject of a sentence contains a simple subject. Okay, so now you have two parts of a sentence, which is a complete subject and a complete predicate. Now you have two parts of the subject. You have a simple subject, okay, and you have a simple predicate. So now you can break the subject down into a simple subject. Let's see how we're going to do this. It says, the simple subject, are you listening?
Yes.
Is a noun or pronoun. Below each complete sentence is in red. Each simple subject, below each complete subject is in red, and each simple subject is underlined. The first woman cabinet member was Frances Perkins. So you see that the complete subject is what?
The first woman cabinet member.
And what's the simple, Simon?
Member.
Very good. She served under President Franklin D. Roosevelt. What's the complete?
Served under President.
What's complete?
She.
Is it? Right. It's all right there.
She served under.
That's right. It's she. And what's the simple?
She.
Yep. Notice that sometimes, as in the second sentence, the complete subject is the same as the simple subject. B. The complete predicate of a sentence contains a simple predicate as well. The simple predicate of a sentence is the main word or group of groups in the complete predicate. The simple predicate is always a verb or a verb, always, not sometimes, always a verb or a verb phrase. In each sentence below, the complete predicate is shown in blue and the simple predicate is underlined. Desmond, what's Frances Perkins' labor for workers' rights? What's the simple predicate?
Labor.
Yes, and what's the complete?
Labor for workers' rights.
Good. Micah, she was a supporter of the rights of women and children. What's the complete?
Was a supporter of the rights of women and children.
Good, and what's the simple? What's the simple?
Women.
What's the simple?
Supporters.
It's underlined.
What is supporter of the rights?
It's underlined.
What?
Kennedy, she had worked many years on behalf of the workforce. What's the simple? And what's the complete? Good. Check your understanding. Micah, write the letter of a simple subject in each sentence. Frances Perkins lived in Massachusetts. Number 2, Desmond. Number 2. Her name was originally Fanny Cordelia Perkins. What's the simple?
What?
It is? The subject?
Her.
B. Kennedy, write the letter of the simple predicate in each sentence. She kept her maiden name after her marriage. What's the simple predicate? It is? Or it's the simple subject?
Ouch.
Can I say it? I can't see your face on it. Can you do that? Listen, it's going to be a verb. Kept. And the complete predicate will be kept her maiden. That's the rest of it. Simon, Perkins had lived in Illinois before her move east. What's the simple predicate?
It is had.
And what?